I put this together as a proof of concept. I was taking these servo testers that you can get for just less than $1 each on AliExpress. I've introduced AC supply, 5 volts DC from a power supply, and plugged in a servo to the unit. And why isn't it going? It wasn't going because I hadn't switched it on. And it's still not going. Why is it still not going? Because I've got the supply on the wrong way around. We'll get it right in a minute. We've got the LED, we've got the movement, there we are. So we've got 5 volts DC supply, a second potentiometer that I can switch to the input to the tester through a relay if I choose to, and the settings are available there. And if I were to disconnect the original potentiometer and reconnect this potentiometer, then it would give me a second setting that I can switch between. That's proof of concept. So next thing is to set it out neatly on a board. I've soldered the servo tester to the Vera board to try and make it a bit more tidy, and I have isolated various of the tracks with the drill, and I have put in, what's that, 4 separate straps to make various connections, and a LED and resistor for an indicator whether the relay is energized or not. I've got two-way sockets, one for a switch and one for the DC supply. We then plug the servo in, which is this way round. This one has only just been manufactured in actual fact, so the question is, does it work? Doesn't seem to. Have I got things right? Have I finished the connections? Let's plug it in and see. Let's plug it in and see. I've discovered why it's not working. It's because my drawing shows a 5th strap connection as a simple bridge across 2 of the tracks which connect the negative, and I haven't put the negative strap in. So out with the soldering iron, make a final connection, and we'll give it another go. Change is required to the original plan. I had to run an extra strip of the Vera board for connecting of the reducing resistor and the LED circuit, which meant that the negative supply and the negative rail were not next together. So I'm going to have to put in a strap in place of that bridge I was talking about between the 2 adjacent tracks, because they're not adjacent. 1. Oh, this is very fiddly. This is so fiddly. 2. There we go. I'm going to put on my headpiece visor so that I can see what I'm doing. Oh, it makes so much of a difference. Oh, there it is. Can't see it. Right, that should get the negative supply to the unit. We can try plugging it in again and see what we've got. No, we've still not got supply. Oh dear, how sad. No, we don't seem to have supply. unless we've got a short circuit. We were losing our supply because just there's a little bridge across the straps from excess solder. Now we've got to just check with the meter that 1.6 volts, 1.6 ohms has in fact disappeared. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, look at that. We've now not got a short circuit. So hopefully, he says, when we plug this in, it will work. Much more hopeful this time, much more hopeful. Positive, negative, look at that. Look at that. Can you see the servo? Oh yes. We can use that to set one end, and if we connect the switch to this other connector, the indicator comes up to show that the relay is energized, and now we can use this potentiometer, which is only a horrible old potentiometer that doesn't have good connection. Either way, when I get a good potentiometer on there, I metered the resistance of the potentiometer in this controller to be 5k, so I've used a 5k resistor in parallel with it to give me that second voltage setting from the other potentiometer. What I've got here is a 100k pot that is a much tidier version. The question is, will it work? All I can... Right, that has connected my 100k pot in and disconnected the untidy pot from there. Now we plug it in and try it again. Okay, we've got a 5k pot here that seems to be working as part of the unit. Now we switch to the wiper from the 100k pot to see. Oh look, it does work. Can you see it? Yes, you can, just there. So that one sets one end of the point motor movement, and that one sets the other end of the point motor movement. Oh, very good. Oh well, I've now got a whole bag full of these 100k resistors, so we'll take off the 5k untidy one and replace it with a much more positive acting 100k. I wondered if it would work. Well, now we know. Oh, proof of concept is a marvellous thing, isn't it? Much tidier. Much tidier. Now we just got to check that it still works. That one works, and with the switch and the relay energized, that one works. Very good, very good. All done. Now I've just got to make a few more. With purchases of 10 each of these units from AliExpress, $18 for 10 servos, $17 for 10 controllers, $11 for 10 relays, $2 for 10 potentiometers, works out about $5 each.